Computer. Okay, we're recording. Hi, everybody. Fitness with Ulrika here. I've met with the lovely Jo today, Jo Froggatt. Hi, Jo.
Hiya.
Jo's kindly jumped on Zoom today to share her journey. She's just completed her 21-day Purify or gut reset plan with myself. And the plan, for you guys who don't know what the plan involves, it's combining clean eating with some nutritional supplements, and the results and effect this is having on the body is absolutely amazing. So Jo's done the plan a few times over the years with me. And Jo's going to share her experience and her amazing results with you. But if you just stay put for her results, before we talk about those ones, Jo, can you just bring yourself back to before you started the plan this time round? So just bring yourself back about 3 weeks ago and just explain how you felt and why you felt the need to do the plan again.
Yeah, so this time round, I felt the need to do the plan because I'm experiencing changes in my body as I'm reaching menopause and into the final stages of perimenopause, and the impact that was having on my body, particularly with trouble sleeping, not going to sleep, but waking up in the middle of the night several times and not being able to go back to sleep. And it was happening quite excessively with hot sweats as well associated with that. So I was really restless, and that sort of combined with the impact of not particularly being as strict as what I have been in the past in terms of my healthy eating, keeping off the carbs and the sugars and that sort of thing, which I normally would have been strict on, but being kind to myself the last few months and then Christmas I hadn't been. So it was the decision to do the plan again as a kickstart in the new year to get me back on track with healthy eating, but to see if the plan and the products would help to help my body deal with the change that's happening to it at this particular time.
You've had some, like I said earlier, you've had amazing results, and we're all going to share that with you. So thank you for that, Jo. Before we move on to the results and the amazing changes that's happened in your body since you've been going on the plan, perhaps maybe you didn't have any reservations this time around, because I know you've done the plan before, you know that plan works, you know the trust is there, but perhaps you could bring yourself back to the other times when you've been, or maybe even the first time when you wanted to go on the plan, and if you did have any reservations, and if so, what it was.
I guess you sort of some initial reservations would be around, once you understand what's involved with the plan, and the fact that you need to change your eating habits, and back then when we were allowed to socialise in pubs and things, one of the key things for me would be like, how long have I got to stay off alcohol for? That sort of thing. And can I fit this in? Can I fit a 3-week plan in with those? I suppose you'd see it initially as limitations, without sort of thinking about, oh, crikey, can I really do that? But what about the health benefits? So this is worth actually sticking to, and having the motivation to do it because it's worthwhile doing. So initially, you would feel like that.
Just a bit of worry that you're not going to be able to complete it, perhaps. I think that's what a lot of people feel. So that's an advantage, I think, doing it in lockdown as well, because there's not as many temptations. I know a few other people have said, you haven't got the temptation of parties or, pubs or restaurants. So I suppose in that respect, it's just finding the motivation and actually and go for it. So we're not going to keep you any longer, guys. I know you're excited to listen to Jo and her results. So I'm going to hand it over to you again, Jo, and just please share freely, how, not just perhaps this time round, the other times that you have done the plan, what are the benefits, and what changes has it meant to yourself and your lifestyle?
I always feel that I've gained more energy, and this time around as well, I've definitely seen a massive improvement in terms of my sleep, being able to sleep through the night like a log, which is amazing. Yay! Because it was really, you know, people in the groups that you run, Ulrika, would have been shocked by me messaging at 7 o'clock on a Sunday morning, around middle of December, I think it was, when I was just at my wit's end, and yeah, massive improvements in relation to that, and you know, I just feel that it's so worthwhile using the products and doing the plan and sticking to a healthy eating plan. I won't call it a diet, I'll call it healthy eating, because that's what it is. And realizing, you know, what those carbs, and I won't tar every carb with a bad name, but what those carbs can do to your body, and particularly the impact of those on you know, when your hormones are changing and you're entering into menopause, and being mindful of that. So it's really important that not only the products helping, but also the plan, in terms of the support that you get to be more healthy, to eat in a different way, and that sort of thing. It's just great, and it's definitely worthwhile doing.
Brilliant, brilliant. Well, you said it all there. You know, I think it was worth mentioning about your continued weight loss as well. Every time you do the plan, you know, it's not just during the plan that you feel that the weight is coming off and the inches, you know, reduces around your hip, your waist, and your bust. It's continued, but of course, yeah, you know, sometimes we slip, and we've got to be kind to ourselves. I think we've had a very rocky year behind us, and then of course we've had Christmas there as well. So. Yeah. Do you want to share your inch loss pounds this time with us, Jo?
So 5.5 pounds, which is steady, which some people would be disappointed with, but I'm quite happy, because I know from my scales that measure, you know, all the break down the measurement for me, that I know that is fat, not water. So I'm really happy with that. And then along with that, the associated loss in inches is 3.5 inches, which is a good start. So, you know, you can tend to think, oh, 5.5 pounds, I don't think there'll be any loss in inches, because that's not enough. But there's a loss in inches as well. And as you say, that's my kick up the backside to carry on and make sure that I do now, you know, sort of carry on sticking to healthy eating. I'm back into that routine now of healthy eating and exercise, some type of exercise every day.
That's great, Jo. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I know you're motivated. I know you will do it. If of all people out there, I know you will continue, because you are great. And you should give yourself a pat on the back, because you've done extremely well. So if you guys are listening to this, can you please, please, please at least give Jo a like? I think she deserves a love heart at least. So click that emoji. And if you've got a few seconds, just to pop a comment, just to say well done. And of course, if you've got any questions about the plan, if you feel intrigued, if you're wanting to go through a plan like this, I'd happily help you out. So if you want to get in touch, just to finish off with Jo, if anybody's watching it now and if they're intrigued, if they wanted to kickstart their health, what would your message be to them if they wanted to start a plan like this?
Really simple. Do it. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's definitely worthwhile. If you've never done anything like this before, it will change your way of life and the way that you think about yourself, that you are important, and it's worthwhile making that time for yourself and that effort to think in a different way, you know, sort of to look after yourself, to look after your body, and being healthy and following.
Oh,
and you deserve it.
Oh, bless you. You just froze there for a second, but we just got that. You deserve it. So that's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your journey with us, Jo. You've done extremely well. And we're going to finish off by saying thank you to everybody who's watched. And we'll see you all soon.
Thank you.